speak pretty much exclusively to leaders or people that are interested in developing themselves into leaders. They want to climb the ranks. They want to lead people. And the way that I do it, what I discovered is I couldn't find anybody else out there that was doing it this way, that was talking about this stuff. Yes, we want practicality, but we got to start here. We got to start here. We got to start here. We got to look in the mirror and see ourselves first. And by doing so, we open up the opportunity for our own lives to grow. Most of the adults that I deal with, they say, man, this has been great for work. But what it's really done is it's altered the way how I show up for my spouse and how I show up for my kids. More importantly, how I show up for myself. How I see myself, how I talk to myself. So I'm going to give you a little quick Psychology 101, just so that you know that this is founded and grounded in science. This isn't just me making up fluffy stuff. That's what a lot of people call this stuff. This is what we call soft skills. Now, soft skills sounds pretty mangy-pamsy, I think. These are laser skills. So we're going to ground it in science, just in case you don't feel like this is what you need to do. Because I will tell you this, as a total caveat, leadership is one of the most inefficient things ever, right? Relationships are not efficient. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy. So if you're looking for the hack, the leadership hack, you ain't gonna find it yet. If you're constantly focusing on what you don't want, you may, and this is my very sophisticated graph, you may end up improving that one little thing. But what happens when, and there's a ton of research about this, if you focus on strengths and capacity, your already existing abilities, what happens is you build self-esteem. You increase the capacity for yourself to believe in yourself. And not only do the things that you are already great at increase, but looky-loo, even the thing you sucked at gets better. Because you believe you can. So we're going to get to a place today, and I'm going to get you to identify for yourself your top 5 strengths. Because here's the thing, if you don't know you have them, it's like having a toolbox, right? And you're going to build a house. It's like me and my husband's toolbox. And he's like, can you hand me the Phillips screwdriver? And I'm like, is his name Philip? So I call Philip! Or I said, what are you doing with Philip's screwdriver? Why don't you have a screwdriver of your own? I don't understand. Right? Can you hand me a 3/4 inch screwdriver? And I'm like, I do not. You might as well have said that in Chinese. I don't know what that is. But if he wasn't there to be able to say, this is what this Phillips screwdriver is, and this is what the 3/4 inch booby-doo is. There's nothing called a booby-doo, so just... I don't know what that stuff is, so I don't know how to use it. I don't even know that I have it. It's just sitting there dormant. In my case, and in a lot of cases, this is the real tragedy that happens, is that my greatest strength was mislabeled as my greatest weakness until I was about 25 years old. It could make me cry right now. I was told in classes by teachers every year, like teachers really didn't like me because I like to make people laugh, which doesn't go so well when you're trying to teach algebra, because there's nothing funny about algebra. But then as I grew up, I kind of got rebellious with it, because I was like, screw you teachers, you don't like me, I don't like you. And I was that smart-mouthed kid that got sent to the office all the time, because I always had a quick rebuttal, because I was insecure, right? I felt stupid. I felt like because I wasn't understanding the content, or because you didn't respect me, I'm not going to respect you. And I was mislabeled. I was misjudged. And I thought it was a bad thing. I thought it was a negative. And now here I've made an amazing career out of the fact that I like to talk and make people laugh. So today we're going to go there. We're going to get into our strengths.
I just had to say, as I'm writing all mine down, and I was thinking about what you said your greatest weakness is actually your greatest strength, and I was like, oh my gosh, all the things I now value as my greatest strengths were literally all the things that everyone hated me for, and that I just Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just really, I was like, wow, those are all super negative in my old life.
Yes.
But they're all the things I've now learned to embrace.
Yeah, good for you. I'm so glad that you've been able to do that. Yes. Because to me, that is the greatest tragedy. There's this old tale of the man, sitting on a street corner in New York, sitting on a box begging for money. And one day a little boy comes up to him and he says, "Hey, mister, what's in the box?" Because they're from New York, see? And he says, "I don't know." And he gets up, there's all this money in this box. He just found it one day. But this poor man is sitting on this box filled with cash and he didn't even know. And that to me is the parallel of you're sitting on all these beautiful, amazing strengths, these things that make you you, these things that make you unique and that fit a puzzle, right? That I believe that we are all essential. We don't need you to be somebody else because that's what you think you need. We need you to be you because the way you do you connects with the way other people are being themselves. You have to find a way in order to be effective in this world to your maximum capacity. In order to really be a success in this world, you have to be you. And a lot of us have just played a role. We've been so busy doing all these other things that, not only maybe are we downplaying what's great about ourselves, but we're not even looking for it, right? We're just running and painting, just trying to get it done. And that's why, to me, I start leadership development with this look inward. Because if you're going to be anything for anybody, you have to be this for yourself. And if it's going to be effective, it has to be authentic. And to some people, I'll tell you, I've had VP grown men, in the 50th floor of skyscrapers downtown, wiping tears away because they haven't ever thought about this. Because they got stuff from what their dad used to say about them when they were 15 years old, that they're still hanging on to that label, and they've been hustling so hard to beat that label that they haven't even stopped to really take a look at the gold mine they have inside of them. And these are successful, wealthy, family men who, again, have checked all the boxes, right?
For me, it was really interesting to go through this exercise again, and I had to really stop and think and ask myself, where am I now versus where was I a year ago or 2 years ago, And is this really me now? How did I used to see myself? How do I see myself now? What are my genuine strengths? What ones are aspirational strengths? I'm building them, but I'm not there yet. And so that nuance was really interesting to me. Since I've been working that.
I appreciate you bringing that up because it highlights this idea that once you start on this journey, it isn't static. It's not just a one and done thing. You don't just get there and then check the box and go, now I'm good. It is a mountain with no top. It is a constant work on your part, which is why, in some respects, the people don't want to do this work.